inside your heart. The in is full, the out is dark. Upon profane shine sacred sun, not ashamed to be one of us. Without a sword, no armored guard, but common born in mother's arms. The government now rests upon the shoulders of this baby son. Gloria, hallelujah, Christ the Lord, we long for you. Gloria, hallelujah, Christ the Lord, we long for you. Gloria, hallelujah, Christ the Lord, we long for you. Gloria, hallelujah, Christ the Lord, we long for you.
Well, good afternoon and welcome, everyone. I invite you to come on to a seat. If you're in the back, if you're in the hallway, come on in. And if you're watching online this afternoon, welcome to you. We're glad that you're with us. My name is Paul, one of the elders here at the church, and pastor here as well. How are we doing today? Good. It's good to have you with us. Looking forward to continuing to celebrate Advent together, to sing, to open the scriptures together, to take communion together, to pray, to believe and know that God is with us, especially in this season while we celebrate Emmanuel, that he is with us. Some announcements of things to be aware of. First of all, I have this to remind me. Last week, we thanked and celebrated and honored Kyle and Rand as two elders that have served our church for the last decade plus as elders, who, now that we have new elders on the team, are stepping off. And so I invited you to do this last week. When you first walked in the front door, maybe you noticed there to the left, there's a table that has a basket with an R in front of it and a basket with a W in front of it. And so I'm inviting everyone in the church, would you just take a couple minutes and jot down a note and be as specific as you can to say thank you to Kyle and to Rand for serving us, and maybe noting a way in which you've appreciated how they've shepherded and cared for you in our church family. So I'm putting those back out there again. You can just fill it out. This little envelope you can put it in, and then you drop it in the basket, and then we'll pass those on to them. The Rodells are currently celebrating their 30th wedding anniversary in Spain, so they flew out yesterday. They've been planning this for like 2 years now, and so I've heard that they've landed. They're on a train somewhere and having a good time. So their daughters are going to meet them there eventually too. So whole family for the next couple weeks in Spain. So when they get back, we'll give them theirs, and then we'll pass on the cards to the Winters as well. So thank you for doing that. We'd appreciate just a way to express tangibly some thanks to them for how they have led and served among us. Also, we'll talk a little bit more about the building and where we're at in that process, but I will put this up here on the screen and invite you to, as we continue to get the final touches on things, some of the bathrooms, the library space, the nursing room. We've got some specific projects that we're trying to get finished. We would invite you to give toward that, as we have some certain folks in our church, Stephanie and Tracy specifically, that have taken those on and have used their expertise and fashion sense to make things look really good. our chances to help participate by giving. So here's a link here on your phone, QR code takes you to the Realm page where you can give. Just pick the drop-down menu, Building Project, and you can give specifically towards some of those rooms that are getting finished up before we start there. This is our next to last Sunday here at Harbor Church. Is that weird? Kind of bittersweet. They've been such amazing hosts to us. But it's time for us to move into our own space. So next week we will be back here, 4 o'clock, and part of our gathering for our Advent celebration, we've got about 20 or so of our kiddos that have been working really hard on a nativity play. So that won't be our whole time. About 15, 20 minutes of our time will be them. They've got the costumes out yesterday, and they look amazing. So a part of our worship will start with the nativity play, and then we'll have some singing, and we'll do a sermon as well next week in our study in Isaiah. But we're excited to be a part of that. I'm sure we'll have some extra maybe family and friends, grandparents come to watch the cute kiddos talk about the story of Jesus. So that's next Sunday, 4 o'clock, regular time. We'll do that. And then the next week after that, Christmas Eve will be our first Sunday in the new building. So we're doing that at 4 o'clock on Saturday, Christmas Eve. It'll be fun. It'll be awesome. And then just the way things land then, we're doing Christmas Eve, 4 o'clock on that Saturday the 24th. We are not going to have a gathering then on Christmas Day, the 25th. And then the next week after that is New Year's Day. And so we are going to make the move to 10 a.m. January 1st. After you've been up all night New Year's Eve, you get to come and worship Jesus on New Year's Day and kick in the new year in the new building. So we'll send reminders out about that too. But just kind of mapping things out this week. Next week, nativity play, Christmas Eve in the new building, New Year's on in the new space, 10 a.m. So we are in the Advent season, inviting you to have your guide. If you don't have one yet, you can use this, again, QR code, takes you to the website where you can download the PDF on your phone or a tablet if you prefer to do it that way. If you're old school and you want paper and you don't want to be on your phone, we have a few more of these printed guides that are out there. It gives you a scripture passage and a meditation for each day leading up to Christmas. We invite you to grab one if you haven't yet already. All right. Lastly, if you want to worship the Lord and you're part of our reality community and you want to give as part of your worship, the two ways that you can do that is to give through the black box that's in the front by the door there, dropping things off in the black box, or through our website, again, realityolympia.com. So I'm going to call you to worship today as we have through this Advent season by inviting another family to come up and light our third. This week we get to light the pink candle in our Advent wreath. The Basley family are going to come on up and light the candle. So Parfait, Karima, Ashti, and Nuri, why don't you guys come on up?